Did we start? Yeah, we started. I see. I see we started. Alright. Hello, everybody. It is today. Today is March 15th. I wanted to do this yesterday on March 14th. You know, the day that crabs fries. But yesterday, yesterday I had morning class and I was way too exhausted. So I decided I was going to take yesterday night off so I can rest, and now I'm doing this tonight. On March 15th, just turned 10:24 p.m. When's Shiny Arceus? Not for a long time. Alright, so today, look at that window. Looks like something's going on outside. Look at that window. Adventure log. No, wait, that's not where I need to go. I need to go. Let's see. Album. Yeah, remember these? From all the way at the beginning? Not these ones. These, well, yeah, these ones. These pictures. We actually have to go to each one of these places. And at long last, this mission that we were given at the way beginning of the game, we're finally going to do. Oops. So let's go do those. No, go back to the map. I have a whole list of topics here I want to talk about. But yeah, one of the most important things is I'm done with midterms. One of the things I was really stressed about since last time. Midterms are done now. And I think I've said this before, but this is probably my last midterms. Because this is the final semester where I actually have stuff to do. Like tests and exams to do. I don't have that next semester, because next semester is a co-op semester. And then after that, I graduate. So yeah, my last midterms are over. Ah, great. I'm gonna head over to the first place we have to go to first. And hey, because we won't really get another chance, let's test out our fancy new bike. Out of my way. He took off a quarter of my heart. Yeah, look at this new bike we got. Why is this not in Mario Kart? Actually, I think it is. So where am I going? I need to turn right. I almost said left. But yeah, I'm so glad that midterms are over, because it was a huge amount of stress. I can see this bike is lagging out the stream a bit. Yeah, listen to the engine on this thing purr. So prepare for me to be dead-ass silent for a lot of tonight, because, you know, we're doing the memories right now, which I want to shut up for, because I want you guys to see this. You know what, I'll just kill you guys. Let's see, where am I in relation to it? Just gotta go a little higher. This is where we need to go. I'm pretty sure that's the first one. Yeah. A little more this way. Now, remember last time? Where is it? It's so hard to navigate. Last time we saw these ones, which were part of the DLC, and these canonically happened before everything we're about to go see. Well, yeah, except for those ones. These ones were ones when we fought the bosses. Maybe I could play those as well. I'm not gonna play the ones from the DLC because we saw those last time. I don't know, maybe I'll do everything in order. You know, I'm kind of scared to do this because, you know, I remember... Ooh, look. I scared it off. Because when this game first came out, when people were posting all the cutscenes and all the memories on YouTube, people would get copyright strikes. I don't know if it's a strike, but they would get hit by something. So I'm a little scared to do this and post it, but, you know, I'll deal with that when the time comes. So here it is, the first one. Ah, you just had to ruin it by being here. I never seen one of these spawn right there before. Well, that's new. I've never seen one appear here. Oh, and a guardian spotted me. Where'd that thing's rock go? Oh, is that it? Is that a piece of flint? It is. Wow, perfect timing right there. Do I have a shield and take you out first so I can do this in peace? But yeah, midterms. I had 3 midterms. To my knowledge, I passed 2 of them. I really don't want to check the 3rd one. At least not yet. You know, thank God I actually studied and reviewed all the math portions of my midterm. Because if I didn't do that, I would have left like 6 long answer math questions, not multiple choice. 6 long questions where I need to do math and calculate stuff for. I would have left like 6 of those blank. Which, you know, that if that happened and I failed, like, me leaving it blank would instantly imply I failed. But if I really didn't prepare and I just left them blank, I would have walked out on the spot. Alright, let's go. Let's witness this.
Hero of Hyrule, chosen by the sword that seals the darkness. You have shown unflinching bravery and skill in the face of darkness and adversity, and have proven yourself worthy of the blessings of the goddess Hylia. Whether skyward bound, adrift in time, or steeped in the glowing embers of twilight, the sacred blade is forever bound to the soul of the hero. We pray for your protection, and we hope that the 2 of you will grow stronger together as one. Forged in the long distant past, the sword.
Gee, this is uplifting. She's making it sound like we already lost.
Wasn't this your idea? You're the one who wanted to designate the appointed knight with all the ceremonial pomp, grandeur, and nonsense we could muster. And if you ask me, the whole thing does seem to be overkill. I think I'm on the same page as the princess regarding this boy.
Oh, give it a rest. That boy is a living reminder of her own failures. Well, at least that's how the princess sees him.
What'd you think? Notice how she said skyward bound, adrift in time, embers of twilight, clear references to Skyward Sword, Ocarina of Time, and Twilight Princess. So yeah, midterms. One of them I got like a 61%, which, you know, that's all I need. That's all I need to pass. Trying to head to the map. I need a 60% to pass. All I need is a bare minimum. I'm not trying to aim, you know, over and beyond. Alright, that was 1 of 12. Wink, wink. I believe number 2 is around here, if I'm not mistaken. I think it's up here. Around here. Regardless, I still have to come here. You big man. Yep, shooting for just what I need. When's graduation? At best, if I don't fail, end of the year. Alright. Moving on from that. So I got a couple things I want to talk about. And, you know, out of everything I've written here, here's the first thing I've written down. You guys want to know, like, I don't know if this is a phobia, but this is a fear of mine. It's a really stupid fear, but there's a reason why, you know, I'm afraid to do this certain thing. You know how, you know, some cans, like some cans of food, you need either a can opener to open, or there's like the top where you pull it and the lid, the whole top lid just comes off. Well, this is gonna sound stupid, but I'm afraid to open cans where the top, you just pull the lid off. Now hear me out, hear why I'm afraid to do this. So when I was a kid, I don't remember why I saw this. I think it was just on TV, and I was just in the room when my mom was watching it. And so I just watched it. She was watching this, like, Chinese horror film. I think if I remember correctly, so there was a woman. I think she had first lost her husband, like her husband died. I don't remember why. And then she lost her son. Her son died. And then I think she became homeless. No. I think before that. So she had just lost her entire family, and she was living alone. So I don't remember how things happened, but all I remember was she had a can. She didn't have any way to open it, so she used her teeth. She used her face to open the can, and when she opened it, like, the can cut her face. So that left her terribly scarred. I remember one scene, she was like in front of the mirror looking at herself. You know, lost her family, all alone, and now she has a scarred face, like a really badly scarred face. And I think because of that, now I'm really afraid to open cans with, like, the top where you just pull off, because I'm always afraid if anything happens and, like, I don't know, the lid somehow cuts me somewhere. I'm always afraid of that because of that one moment. Because of watching that film, like, at least a decade ago as a kid. Like, that scarred me from opening cans. It sounds really stupid, I know. But that's just a quick little story. I remembered it. I remembered I had that fear, like, a couple of nights ago when I was preparing for dinner. When I had two different cans of soup. We were going to open. One required a can opener, and the other one just required you to pull the top off. So if you ask me, I'm much more comfortable opening cans that require a can opener. That sounds incredibly weird and stupid, at least, like, even for my standards. But hey, like, the more you know about me. So here's memory number 2. Let's get it.
From here, we'll make our way to Goron City. Then, we'll need some adjustments on that divine beast so Daru can manage it as easily as possible. He's figured out how to get it to move. However, it's apparent that we still have much more to learn. But to think, that divine beast was actually built by people. That means we should be able to understand how it works and how to use it to our advantage. These divine beasts, so much we don't know. But if we want to turn back Calamity Ganon, they're our best hope. Tell me the truth. How proficient are you right now wielding that sword on your back? Legend says that an ancient voice resonates inside it. Can you hear it yet, hero?
By the way, I'm sorry if you guys hear some sort of like bumping sound, because I keep on moving the mic to try to make it as silent as possible, at least in my end. That way no background noise like interferes with the cutscene. That's also why I'm doing this later tonight. I had to make sure all the noise finished before I did this, because I didn't want any background noise to you know, happen when I was doing this. Anyway, she was saying voice in the sword. We know from Skyward Sword that's Fi, but we also know from the ending of that game she really shouldn't be active anymore. But fingers crossed that, you know, she's that's kind of ending and she is waking up. It would be great if she appeared in the sequel. I would love for her to come again, to reappear. Anyways, so where is this one? I'm trying to find it on the map. Big ass convoluted map. I can't even spot it. I know where it is, but I'm having a hard time spotting it right now. There's a shrine next to it, or there's a shrine directly where I need to go. That's not like that's helpful. I think it's this one right here, Tanagar Canyon. Yeah, ancient columns. Alright, so you guys know how Markiplier did a Pokemon Smash or Pass video? Well, I looked into all the Pokemon as of right now. As of right now, we just got Gen 9 revealed. We only got the starters. So we're after Legends Arceus, but only the starters for Gen 9. I took a look at all the Pokemon, and I think I came up with a total of 81 Pokemon I would smash. I will not be answering which ones those are. I will not be taking any questions, nor will I be explaining anything. Alright, cutscene time.
Nothing. Just as I thought. It appears that this structure was designed to be exclusively accessed by the sword's chosen one. But designs can always be worked around. At least I hope. How do I get inside? I need to activate it somehow. I thought I made it clear that I'm not in need of an escort. It seems I'm the only one with a mind of my own. I, the person in question, am fine, regardless of the king's orders. Return to the castle and tell that to my father, please. And stop following me!
I also keep adjusting sound so the cutscenes will play a little louder. So forgive me if there's a little bit of inconsistency with how loud I am because of that. Ooh, this next cutscene, I like this one, because I like the music in the next one. Anyways, out of all the Pokemon I would not smash, which I would not be answering which ones those are, to, you know, not receive judgment. The fact that I did this at all means there will be judgment. But I can assure you one of them I would not smash is Incineroar. That was the easiest pass of my life. Now this one, I need to go to the bazaar. Alright. Alright, moving on. So here's something I wanted to at least give my opinion on for a somewhat of time. What? And that's, you know, my top most brutal deaths in The Walking Dead. Out of everyone here, I'm the only one who watches The Walking Dead. You know, it's amazing that show is even PG-13. It's like, it's amazing that's rated like available for anyone. Oh, I can't use it here. That's fine. So I really had to dig deep into my memory and think about, like, throughout all of The Walking Dead, webisodes included, what are my top 3 most brutal deaths that we have seen in this universe? In my opinion, at least I feel like I'm probably forgetting a few. In my opinion, I have my top 3 here. Number 3 is, well, actually, dang, I got like 4 in mind, but I had to pick top 3. I could do 4. Alright, I think number 4. I'll do top 4. Number 4, I chose the webisode where I think it was a car crash. The girl was doing CPR on the other girl who was clearly dead, and during the process of CPR, she gets bitten, like, inside her mouth. So the walker just eats her tongue. I think that is incredibly brutal. That's no treasure. Like, you just see her, like, struggling in pain as the inside of her mouth is being eaten. Can you imagine the inside of your mouth being eaten? Like, that is brutal. You know, there are some Walking Dead deaths that I just can't bring myself to ever watch again because of just how unnerving it is. Like, if I ever do a rewatch of the show, I have to either look away or just skip these certain deaths. I think number 3 for me, I think the guy's name was Spencer. Like, he got impaled, so he couldn't get out. He couldn't get away. Like, he got impaled straight through the chest, like from back all the way to the chest, like completely clean through, and they couldn't free him, so they had to leave him behind. And then walkers, they came and just like dug into his chest cavity, and just, you know, him screaming in pain. That some of these deaths are just way too unnerving. Oh look, a Yiga. How appropriate for the cutscene we're about to watch. Alright, number 2. I have written down Terminus Face. For anyone who remembers in Season 5 when Terminus got ran over, I think it was Season 5, that one guy who had a walker on top of him while he was laying down on his back, and the walker was eating his face. That is extremely brutal. That is an hey look, that Lizalfos killed the Yiga. That is one of the most intense ways I've seen someone die on the show. You know, getting your face ripped off while, like, blood fills your eyes, your nostrils, your nose, like, goes into the back of your throat. That is one of the worst ways to die. And you have to remember, too, in The Walking Dead, when you're bitten, you don't die immediately. You have to, like, unless you're being completely surrounded and torn apart, that way your body has no choice but to shut down. Unless, like, you get bitten, it takes time for you to die. The infection has to travel through your body. You get a fever, and then you die from that. If your face is getting eaten off, that's not immediate. You have to sit there and endure that until you die. And that is awful. Like, I can't bring myself to watch these deaths again. And for me, number 1 death that is so extreme in The Walking Dead, I have Noah. Good God, he got ripped apart, and you just see him scream in pain, while Glenn just couldn't do anything but to watch and listen. You know, when I was younger, like, I started walking, I started walking The Watching Dead when I was a kid. Not that young. Like in my teens, in my early teens. And like I didn't really think about how painful it would be to be bitten, like having a chunk of flesh bitten off. I was just like, oh, this person got bit, no big deal. It can't hurt that much. It wasn't until Noah's death that I'm like, holy crap, these deaths must hurt a lot. And it was that death that made me start to realize these people are being torn apart and they feel it all. I didn't think it hurt that much until I saw Noah's death. So there you go, my top deaths in Walking Dead. Good God, some of those deaths are insane. Alright, cutscene time. See, one reason I really like that cutscene is because of the music. I like the piano theme, like the way the piano sounds. And that's also the cutscene where you see Zelda finally begin to warm up to Link. You can see from the first few that we saw, she didn't like him at all. Like, she saw Link as a reminder of her own failure because she couldn't live up to her own expectations. Wait, what? No, she couldn't live up to the king's expectations. So we just saw this. We have 2 more. Do I want to replay these ones? It's been a while since we've seen those, so maybe. Wait, I only got that one. When did I get that one? Huh. Well, that's odd. I thought I would have one for every character. Oh, no, never mind. I do. It's just those happened a while ago. Alright, so we saw this one, and then, you know what? I may as well just play these. Why not? Just a reminder.
Impressive, I know. Very few can achieve a mastery of the sky. Yet I have made an art of creating an updraft that allows me to soar. It's considered to be quite the masterpiece of aerial techniques, even among the Rito. With proper utilization of my superior skills, I see no reason why we couldn't easily dispense with Ganon. Now then, my ability to explore the firmament is certainly of note. But let's not, pardon me for being so blunt, let's not forget the fact that I am the most skilled archer of all the Rito. Yet despite these truths, it seems that I've been tapped to merely assist you. All because you happen to have that little darkness-sealing sword on your back. I mean, it's just asinine. Unless you think you can prove me wrong? Maybe we should just settle this one-on-one. But where? Oh, I know. How about up there? Oh, you must pardon me. I forgot you have no way of making it up to that divine beast on your own. Good luck sealing the darkness!
Okay, so that was after the ceremony, and then after that, this happened. I certainly don't remember the order being like this, but it is what it is.
Yeah! I think I'm finally getting the hang of controlling this divine beast. I tell you what, sure is a blast piloting a toy like this around. Let those other champions know. They better eat their gravel if they want to keep up with Hyrule. Speaking of which, can you believe this view? Just look at all those delectable rocks sprinkled on those mountains. Mighty tasty. I may not know a whole lot about this Calamity Ganon thing, but mark my words, I'll protect this land of ours to the death. Right, little guys? Hey, by the way, congrats on becoming the princess's appointed knight. That's a really big deal, protecting the king's daughter. No pressure. Seriously, though, the princess is a strong personality. So strong, she can't quite see the range for the peaks. Remember that, and you'll be fine. Huh? What the? All right. So what was I saying? That was a little strange. As far as I know, Death Mountain has been quiet for decades. But if the mountain is shivering enough to send down a bunch of boulders that size, then never mind. Forget I said anything.
Okay, one more. Notice how in this one, Zelda was like, I think it was this one. I just saw it. Zelda was like, we need to do stuff to make Daruk pilot the Divine Beast easier. And then in this one, he's like, I'm piloting it way better now. Alright, last one for now. Ooh, I hit the wrong button.
Ah, well, you certainly got here fast. I should have expected as much, from the princess's own appointed knight. She was out on a survey all day today. Still as the sands now. So, spill it, boy. Have the two of you been getting along all right? It's okay, I know. Your silence speaks volumes. She gets frustrated every time she looks up and sees you carrying that sword on your back. It makes her feel like a failure when it comes to her own destiny. Don't worry, it's not like you carry blame in any of this. It's unfortunate. She's put in more than enough time. Ever since she was a young girl, she's gone through rigorous daily routines to show her dedication. She once passed out in the freezing waters trying to access this sealing power. And she has nothing to show for it. That's the motivation driving her research. I'd be doing the same thing. She really is quite special. You be sure to protect her with your life. It's quite the honor. The night brings a chill. It's probably time we take her in. Or...
Urbosa! What was that? Did you feel that? Wait, what? How did you... What are you doing here? What's so funny? cut doesn't look too bad, actually. You're fine for now. But you know, there's a fine line between courage and recklessness. As brave as you are, that does not make you immortal. It seems that not only is the frequency of these types of attacks on the rise, but the scale of beasts we are facing is intensifying as well. I fear that this is an omen which portends the return of Calamity Ganon. And, if that's the case, I'm ready to expect the worst. We'll need to make preparations as soon as possible.
You know, I just realized everything I said before that, my mic was pushed back. So I don't know how any of that sounded. That could have sounded very muffled or very quiet. I have no idea. Great, now I have to, you know, be more aware of like where my mic is. Whoops. Well, nothing in life is perfect. Bound to make mistakes at some point. My mic is next to me, right? Yeah. There it is. Okay. Let me just check. Yeah, so I can watch one more and then I'll replay Mipha's memory. So this one is somewhat above Hyrule Castle, right about here, I think. Oh yeah, I think I remember this one. This is the one that, if I'm not mistaken, this is the one that the internet freaked out over for, you know, certain reasons. But yeah, first, I don't know how much of that came through, but I talked about daylight savings and like how losing 1 hour, what does that mean for TV channels? Do they lose an hour? If they lost an hour, does that mean they lost time to air something? Does one show get pushed back and not air? And then I was talking about like how if I was in the zombie apocalypse, I would always save one bullet for myself just so I can die fast if I'm ever surrounded. Because I'd rather go out fast than to, you know, be slowly torn apart in agonizing pain. So I need to go this way. But yeah, we're almost done with this game. Can you guys believe this? This is a horrible terrain to be using my bike right now. But I already have it out. Vroom vroom. Yeah, can I pull wheelies? I don't remember. Yeah, there we go. Let's pull a wheelie. So how's everyone doing tonight? There's a reason why I saved the memories and cutscenes for the dead last, like very end of the game. There's a reason I chose to do that, and you'll see at the very last memory. Now, where do I need to go? Notice how when it gets dark, the headlight turns on. That's a neat detail. Keys, please. Oh look, there's a din rail in the back. Come on, come on. Bring it. I got my basketball ready. I killed 2. Alright, next one is somewhere around here. Kind of a shame it's such a gloomy atmosphere. Oh no, I don't think this is the one I'm thinking of. Yeah, I think I know what this one is. Is it beside the tree? Right. This is not the one that the internet freaked out over. Unless it is. I don't really remember. Oh, I think it was down here. Yeah, this one. I remember this one. Where's the spot? Did I kill any? I did not. I did! Right, this one. Right around here. Well, I should be around here. Huh. Wait, hold on. Wait, was it at the tree? I think I remember there being a tree in the cutscene. In the actual memory. Or was it up here? Is the spot up here? I almost thought that was it. No, that's... Oh, there it is! Alright, don't forget to move your mic back this time.
There's one. Oh, and another. The flowers we have in Hyrule aren't just beautiful. They are also quite useful as ingredients for a variety of things. This one here is called the Silent Princess. It's a rare, endangered species. Despite our efforts, we can't get them to grow domestically yet. The princess can only thrive out here, in the wild. All that we can hope is that the species will be strong enough to prosper on its own. Is that what I think it is? Look at this. I don't believe it, but I actually caught one. This delicacy is known to have very, very potent effects under the proper circumstances. Ta-da! Research from the castle shows ingesting one of these can actually augment certain abilities. We wouldn't be in a controlled environment out here, but with your level of physical fitness, you'd be a perfect candidate for the study. Go on. Taste it.
My bad. That one was the internet. Was the one that the internet freaked out about. Because, you know, everyone was freaking out over Zelda's assets. You know, some very nice assets that the developers were so kind to program into this. And it was the next one I was thinking of that, you know, was the one I thought this one was. But yeah, people really liked that cutscene. Particular reason. I think it's here. It's no. It's here. It's right above Lake Hylia for the next one. But wait, before I forget, yeah, we now have Mipha's to watch. So let's do it.
I was thinking, this reminds me of the time we first met. You were just a reckless child, always getting yourself hurt at every turn. Every time, I would heal you, just as I'm doing right now. I thought it was funny how, being a Hylian, you looked grown up so much faster than I did. I was always willing to heal your wounds, even back then. So if this Calamity Ganon does in fact return, what can we really do? We just don't seem to know much about what we'll be up against. But know this, that no matter how difficult this battle might get, if anyone ever tries to do you harm, then I will heal you. No matter when or how bad the wound, I hope you know that I will always protect you. Once this whole thing is over, maybe things can go back to how they used to be when we were young. You know. Perhaps we could spend some time together.
Mipha is easily the most tragic of all the champions. My voice slightly cracked there. Alright, so next one. Next one is the one I was just saying, right above Lake Hylia. So, I finally got shiny Regice after 3 freaking weeks of resetting. It took 3 weeks for this block of ice to turn slightly bluer. And you know what? I almost reset over it too. I wasn't completely paying attention, so I had my Switch laying down, and I was on my phone. So when the Regice appeared, I went to the home menu ready to reset, and then I heard the shiny sparkle sound get cut off, and I'm like, wait a second, that's it, that's the shiny. Exactly 21 days it took for me to get it. Man, please! But yeah, I almost failed shiny Regice. I really thought that after 3 weeks of eyes glued on the screen for resetting, I would notice a difference. But I did not notice a difference. The only thing that saved me was hearing the sound, was having the volume on. That's what saved me. But yeah, freaking Regice took me 3 weeks. Are you no, you're no Yiga. Because you don't have Traveler. So I need to go to this tree. Over there. So now I'm on to hunting Registeel. I'm on day 3 of resetting for it. Fingers crossed it doesn't take 3 weeks again. But if it does, well, number 1, like, nothing I can do about it. But number 2, more importantly, it's like not as big a deal as Regice, because, you know, from here on, these shinies actually have a noticeable difference. Something I can actually see. I don't have to have my eyes glued on the screen all the time to look for a minor difference. And also today, out of the blue, it was announced that Arceus and Darkrai will be coming to the game. And actually, as of right now, Arceus is available. Has been available for like just over 2 hours. 2 hours and 17 minutes. But I'm not anywhere near done Legends Arceus, so I am nowhere near getting that. But I will, because it's unlimited in terms of the time. Oh, come on. It's the last memory in this game that I really like. You'll see. You'll see shortly. Alright.
I doubt this will let up anytime soon. Your path seems to mirror your father's. You've dedicated yourself to becoming a knight as well. Your commitment to the training necessary to fulfill your goal is really quite admirable. I see now why you would be the chosen one. What if one day you realized that you just weren't meant to be a fighter? Yet the only thing people ever said was that you were born into a family of the royal guard, and so no matter what you thought, you had to become a knight. If that was the only thing you were ever told, I wonder then, would you have chosen a different path?
You know what would have been funny? If because of the rain, the sword slipped out of Link's hand as he was swinging. Like, it flew towards Zelda and killed her. Obviously, that's not funny, but can you imagine that? How much trouble Link would be in? Like, he would run away for his life, run away from the royal family. Anyways, the next one is a little bit of ways out there. It's actually where Hyrule Castle is. So I have to go to the castle again. So here's something that I'm sure a lot of people don't think about at all. You know, we have all these sources of content that are a shared universe right now. We have the MCU, DCEU, we have the Arrowverse, we have all these spin-offs for Walking Dead content. But the one thing nobody talks about, the one shared universe nobody talks about, is the Disney Channel universe. You're probably scratching your head like, what the hell? What kind of drugs is this guy on? Well, there's a lot of these shows from the Disney Channel that actually crossed over. And we all know a crossover means they're in the same world. Means it's canon. One of these is the most out there. Like, the what? Are you talking? Do you mean me talking about the Disney Channel universe? The thing that nobody talks about? It's actually honestly quite impressive. So I don't know if anyone remembers these shows, because these were shows that, you know, all the girls from middle school in the early 2000s and me watched growing up. Now the reason I watched these shows is because I had a sister who watched these shows, and I was just present, so I watched these shows with her. And it was exciting whenever a crossover happened. Now, you know, I'm gonna stop teasing you about what shows are included here, and I'll just tell you. So the very first crossover I remember was between Sweet Life of Zack and Cody. Well, actually the sequel show, Sweet Life on Deck. So it was a crossover between Sweet Life on Deck, Wizards of Waverly Place, and Hannah Montana. So those three shows crossed over and established a shared universe. And that was like one of the coolest things ever. Well, at least to me, because I'm someone who actually watched those shows growing up. It's like, okay, a nice little start to the universe being built out, being expanded. So we now know that, you know, in Sweet Life of Zack and Cody, while they were at the, what was it, the Tipton Hotel, I think it was called? Like, they had a pop star, you know, Hannah Montana. And the most bizarre inclusion, the most bizarre thing that is confirmed to exist in the world is Wizards, because of Wizards of Waverly Place. Okay, so then I don't remember what order this stuff happened in. But then, eventually, the show Jessie, also starring Debbie Ryan, she crossed over into the Tipton Hotel where Mr. Mosby appeared. Well, cameoed. He even mentioned that Jessie looks identical to Bailey because they're both played by Debbie Ryan. And then Jessie crossed over with Austin and Allie. I'm trying to think what else happened. I think Austin and... No, it was Jessie. Jessie crossed over with Good Luck Charlie. Good Luck Charlie crossed over with Shake It Up. And here's something I didn't actually know. I think I forgot about this until I looked it up earlier today. But it turns out Sweet Life of Zack and Cody, Hannah Montana, like those shows crossed over with That's So Raven. And That's So Raven, you know, is the first show, and then it got a somewhat successor with the best anime in existence, Cory in the House. So it's like all these shows did crossovers, establishing they're in the same world. It's like all of these shows are normal, well, except for That's So Raven in a way. But it's like all these shows with normal characters, normal families, normal people. It's so weird to think that this is in this exact same world, wizards exist. And we also know that two people can look identical in this world. Because Jesse and Bailey, they're both played by the same actress. And it's even brought up that they look the same. So, you know, inconsistencies where actors play two different characters across shows, yeah, that doesn't matter. Like how Bridget Mendler played Teddy on Good Luck Charlie, and then she played, I forget the character's name, but she played I think a vampire on Wizards of Waverly Place, which also confirms vampires exist in this world. Also werewolves and other monsters. It's like a pretty well established universe that nobody talks about. I mean, I know it's just one-off crossovers just for fun, but people like me who like study the MCU for every minor detail, every reference ever, it's like I'm trained to think whenever a crossover happens, that confirms it's in the exact same world. So it's kind of fascinating that there's this entire big-ass universe, well established, and nobody talks about it. I think majority of these shows are done too. Well, actually, I'm pretty sure all of these shows are done. And I haven't been keeping up with the Family Channel, so I don't know if any new shows are currently airing that also did crossovers. But to my knowledge, like, those are the ones that I know of. And it's like, it's really shocking too, because I grew up watching these shows. I don't know how many people out there actually did. I'm pretty sure a majority of people who watch these shows were girls, and then you had me. Of course, guys can watch it too. There's nothing wrong with that. But I don't think during the time I grew up in, many guys were actively watching these shows and invested in them like I was. And primarily because I had a sister who also watched these shows and I was just there. I remember coming home from school. The timing was perfect. When I got home from school, what would be on at like, I think 3:30 in the afternoon? Perfectly when I got home from school was SpongeBob at like 3:30. No, I think it was 3. No, it can't be, because I got off school at 3:30. So when I got home around 4, the timing was perfect, so that 4 p.m. SpongeBob would play, and then 4:30 Fairly Odd Parents would play. And then I think after that, some show on the Family Channel would play, and that's what my sister would watch, and I would be there to watch it with her. So yeah, like, yes, I grew up watching the Family Channel, and all those shows, all those dramas? Are they dramas? I know they're probably comedies. Alright, where is this place at? I think I see it. I think that's where I need to go. Or there. Not inside the sanctum. Do not... Oh! Aww. I have no idea if anyone even heard me ramble about the Family Channel universe just now. No, I do not need to deal with you, Silver Moblin. Oh, God! Did not expect that. Okay, right here. Hurry up before this thing kills me.
incredible. We're at a point now where we can actually control them. At the current rate, we'll soon know all we need to know about the Guardians and the Divine Beasts. And should Ganon ever show itself again, we'll be well positioned to defend ourselves.
What are you doing out here, Zelda?
I was assessing the results of the experiment with the Guardians. These pieces of ancient technology could be quite useful against them.
I know that. They are essential to Hyrule's future, and our research demands that we keep a close eye on them. However, as the princess, you currently have a crucial unfulfilled responsibility to your kingdom. Let me ask you once more, when will you stop treating this as some sort of childish game?
I'm doing everything I can. I'll have you know that I just recently returned from the Spring of Courage, where I offered every ounce of my prayers to the goddess.
And now you are here wasting your time. You need to be dedicating every moment you have to your training. You must be single-minded in unlocking the power that will seal Calamity Ganon away.
I already am. Don't you see? There's nothing more I can do. My hope is that you'll allow me to contribute here in whatever way I can.
No more excuses, Zelda. Stop running away from your duty. As the king, I forbid you to have anything to do with these machines from this moment on, and command you to focus on your training. Do you know how the gossip mongers refer to you? They are out there at this moment, whispering amongst themselves that you are the heir to a throne of nothing. Nothing but failure. It is woven into your destiny that you prove them wrong. Do you understand?
Yes, I understand.
Now, the king may come off as a bit of a dick there, but, you know, don't give the man too much crap, because it is revealed in the king's journal that it did hurt him to, you know, treat Zelda that way. You know, he didn't like having to push Zelda that hard, but he had to protect his kingdom. He didn't want to. He kind of was, I don't want to say burdened with that task, because Zelda's mother, the queen, had passed away. And, you know, she actually knew how to teach Zelda to use her powers. But because she passed away, no one was able to teach her. So she had to figure that out on her own. So the king really, really desperately needed her to unlock her power to seal Ganon and save the kingdom. So he deemed anything besides focusing on doing that as, you know, like childish or a waste of time. So don't give the king too much crap. He didn't like doing that. Alright, where's the next one? Oh, right. Is it here? Spring of Power? I think it's here. Right? I think so. So today, I opened up Geometry Dash again for the first time in 10 months. Because I checked. It did say I last played it 10 months ago. I saw a couple videos on the game pop up. So I figured, you know what? It's been a long time since I last played. Let me hop on just to see if I still got it. And let me tell you, I am very rusty with that game.
come seeking help regarding this power that has been handed down over time. Prayer will awaken my power to seal Ganon away. Or so I've been told all my life. And yet, Grandmother heard them. The voices from the spirit realm. And Mother said her own power would develop within me. But I don't hear or feel anything. Father has told me time and time again. He always says, quit wasting your time playing at being a scholar. Curse you. I've spent every day of my life dedicated to praying. I've pleaded to the spirits tied to the ancient gods. And still the holy powers have proven deaf to my devotion. Please, just tell me. What is it? What's wrong with me?
Okay, let me get out of here before I get struck by lightning. So, something that I found out, I think yesterday, is that a friend of mine from college, he's actually getting married at the end of the year. Like, end of this year, which, you know, congratulations to him. I had no idea. I thought he was joking at first when he told me. And then I was like, wait, you're serious? End of this year? So, you know, turns out at the end of the year, he's going back to India, and because the recession is being held there. Is that the right word? Obviously, I would love to go attend. You know, I don't get many chances to travel, and I'll take any place I can go to travel. Well, not any place. But, I don't know. I highly doubt I could make it. But, you know, congrats on him. It's an arranged marriage, which to me seems weird. Like, that concept has always felt weird to me. But hey, different culture, so I'm not gonna, you know, budge in. But I was asking him, like, have you met her? Like, what do you think of her? And he told me, like, they knew each other from childhood, I think. Like, they were in the same class together. So I asked him, like, what do you think? Does she have good traits? Like, is she smart? All those kind of stuff. Like, does she seem good to you? And he's like, hell yeah, she's smart as shit. And I just started, like, congratulating him. Like, god damn, you lucky man. Good for you. You lucky man. Because you guys know me, I'm an absolutely bumbling buffoon with 0 IQ. So I need someone in my life who's smart. Like, let's face it, I won't survive without someone who's smart. And let me just, you know, give you guys some sort of encouragement. If someone like me, if my stupid moronic ass can pass midterms and graduate school, then anyone can. Let me just say that. Like, I'm already the very bottom of expectations. So if I can do this, you guys definitely can.
Be sure to take the time to soothe your mount. That's the only way it will know how you truly feel. Your advice was quite helpful, thank you. And this little one and I are getting along quite well now. At first, I wasn't sure if I should outfit him with all of the royal gear. I thought maybe he should have to earn it first. But it works. He wears it like a true natural. I'm trying to be a bit more empathetic. Benefit of the doubt, you know? See that mountain? That's Mount Lanayru. It takes its name from the goddess of wisdom. Lanayru's decree is very specific. It says no one is allowed under the age of 17. For only the wise are permitted a place upon the mountain. I've prayed at the Spring of Courage and at the Spring of Power, yet neither awoke anything inside me. But maybe up there. Perhaps the Spring of Wisdom, the final of the three, will be the one. To be honest, I have no real reason to think that will be the case. But there's always the chance that the next moment will change everything. Tomorrow is my 17th birthday. So then I shall go and make my way up the mountain.
Wow, there goes my dogs. At least they didn't start barking during the memory. So how many is that now? That is 4, 8, 9, 10. I can't do math. 10. 10 out of 12. Now notice how I already have the reel for this one. Well, I'm still going to go and show where that is, because it's been a long time. But the reason I already have that one done, in case you guys forgot, is beginning of the game, you actually have to find at least one of the memories, and I chose to find that one. So right now, I'm going to go back to where that was, and then I'll just play it again, just, you know, for the sake of completion, just for the sake of having everything here. So here's a fun little story of something that happened today. So the place I work, there's a I don't know if it's a convenience store, but there's a superstore kind of place upstairs from where I work. And we ran out of tin foil at home, or aluminum foil, you know, pick your poison. Whatever you call it. I mostly say tin foil. So we were all out of aluminium foil at home. Does that trigger anyone when I say it, when I pronounce it like that? We're all out of tin foil at home, and we needed it to cook something for dinner tonight. So my mom asked me to go upstairs and buy a new roll. So I walked up into that store, and I could not find it for the life of me. Yes, my mic's next to me. I've walked around in circles at least a dozen times, looking carefully at every shelf. I could not find it. I even asked someone, and they said, "Oh yeah, aisle right next to this one." So I walked over again and took a close look. I could not find it. Eventually, I gave up. So I went back to the store where my family was. I told my mom I couldn't find it. I even asked someone, I couldn't find it. My sister, who was there, she was like, "Yeah, I couldn't find it either." I also asked someone for help. So my mom eventually went up herself to find it, and she did. She found it. You know those moments where it's like you can't find something in the fridge, you swear you looked everywhere, and you just can't find that one item in the fridge? And then you're like, "Mom, I can't find it." Well, Mom comes over and is like, "Here it is," and just pulls it out of thin air. You ever get those moments? Because I do. Well, that's exactly what happened. I couldn't find the item in particular. So, you know, big powerful Mom comes over and is like, "Here it is." Like, do you even have eyes? Alright, the next memory is somewhere around here. I don't know the exact spot. But no, it's not these ones. Yeah, it's this one. So let's rewatch this one.
Well, don't keep us in suspense. How'd everything go up there on the mountain?
So you didn't feel anything? No power at all?
I'm sorry, no.
Then let's move on. You've done all you could. Feeling sorry for yourself won't be of any help. After all, it's not like your last shot was up there on Mount Lanayru. Anything could finally spark the power to seal Ganon away. We just have to keep looking for that thing.
That's kind of you. Thank you.
If I may, I thought you... Well, I'm not sure how to put this into words. I'm actually quite embarrassed to say it. But I was thinking about what I do when I'm healing. You know, what usually goes through my mind. It helps when I think about...
It's here.
This is it, then.
Are you sure?
Positive.
It's awake. Ganon.
Let's stop wasting time. We're gonna need everything we got to take that thing down. Now, champions, to your divine beasts, show that swirling swine who's boss. Link will need to meet Ganon head-on when we attack. This needs to be a unified assault. Little guy, you get to Hyrule Castle. You can count on us for support, but it's up to you to pound Ganon into oblivion.
Come, we should go. We need to get you someplace safe.
No. I'm not a child anymore. I may not be much use on the battlefield. But there must be something I can do to help.
Okay, there was a lot to unpack in that cutscene. There's actually theories that Ganon deliberately chose to cut off Mipha. Like, he chose that exact moment to strike. There's theories that he planned exactly when he would awake. Because had Mipha finished her sentence, you know, it's mostly accepted that she was about to say she was going to think of something along the lines of who she loved, or flat out just say, think about Link, the person she loved. And so if that inspired Zelda to be like, oh, let me think about the person I love too, which is Link. Maybe that would have unlocked her power. If Ganon knew that, then he, or it, would have chosen to strike at that moment to cut off Mipha. Speaking of theories, I also remember mentioning, like, I think Zeltic's theory on the pink lightning striking silver enemies, making them gold. But yeah, okay. And ultimately, we know the fate that is destined for the champions. Now, before this memory, remember the story that King Rome told at the very beginning? When Ganon had a plan, he infected all 4 divine beasts. And the Blight Ganons are now in the divine beasts. All 4 champions are trapped inside with the Blight Ganons. So remember that for the next one, which I think is along here. So it's like, what's the or actually here? Now, what's the fastest way? I'll just use my Master Cycle 0 and ride my way over. But yeah, it's really sad that the champions are destined to fail, to die. So after that memory, the story goes, each champion went to their respective divine beast. Whoops. And then Ganon, with his plan, he infected all 4 divine beasts with his Blight Ganons. And that's what caused all 4 champions to fall. And now, with all the Guardians and Divine Beasts under Ganon's control, like, the Kingdom of Hyrule had no chance. So this memory is after all that. I wonder how much this bike is lagging out the stream, too. Dang, you know how useful this bike would have been when collecting all the Koroks? But in a moment you'll see why I chose to do things in the order that I did. So this is totally the last cutscene, the last memory. There's totally no other ones after this. Oh jeez, I didn't expect someone like you. Coward, you get back here. I'll take wood, why not? Give me some of those bananas. Okay. New memory. Not new memory. Last memory here. Somewhere along this path. It should be along the path, I think. Aha, right exactly where that boar is standing. The boar took my memory.
How did it come to this? The divine beasts, the guardians, they've all turned against us. It was Calamity Ganon. It turned them all against us. And everyone, Mifa, Urbosa, Rivali and Daruk, they're all trapped inside those things. It's all my fault. Our only hope for defeating Ganon is lost, all because I couldn't harness this cursed power. Everything I've done up until now, it was all for nothing. So I really am just a failure. All my friends, the entire kingdom, my father most of all. I tried and I failed them all. I left them all to die.
The location of all... You found the location of all 12 pictures! I gotta mess up the timing for the sound there. Adventure log. You found all the locations in the pictures. Go and report the news to Impa in Kakariko Village. Remember, Impa's actually in this game? Haven't spoken to her in a while. So there we go. What was I about to say? I was about to say something. Crap, I had something on my mind to say. Now I forgot what it was. Not this. Oh, right, I remember now. How exactly did the Sheikah Slate take those pictures? You know, it's not like Link was taking a picture of the scenery in those moments. What? You know, sometimes when you put your phone in your pocket, it's actually on. Whoops. The sound was way too loud there. Sometimes when you have your phone in your pocket, it's actually on and you accidentally open the camera and then you take some pictures and when the phone's in your pocket. Is that what happened? The camera rune activated while the Sheikah Slate was on Link's waist and it just took pictures in those moments? Or did it just have like an auto feature where moments of great significance it tracked down where the location is? Well, regardless, nobody cares. And you know what? Before I yep. Gotta take these apples. Before I go and heal... Well, yeah, before I go and talk to Impa, I'm gonna heal myself. Because Link looks like he could use a snack. Yes, I'm going to eat this and heal myself. Oh, Impa! I know it took me a freaking long time, but I finally did it. Well, well, you've returned. Took you an eternity to come back. No, all 12 pictures already? You visited every place? Then I suppose it's time. I will reveal the location of the final memory. Here is what happened. Lady Zelda gave me specific instructions. She asked me to wait to show you this. To wait to show you this, not await. This is the final picture. Does it look familiar? From this village, you should be able to get there in half a day's time. Now go, child. Seek out what Lady Zelda has shown you. That's right, y'all. Psych! There's one more memory, as if that wasn't already a dead giveaway. So we have one more memory, and I love this last memory. You'll see why. And also, you'll finally see why I chose to do memories dead last. So this memory... where is this again? It was here. It was below Dueling Peaks. Not below, but beside. Alright. I love this memory. I love the story in it. I love the music, especially the music after. You're going to see in just a moment. Ugh, can I not go to the spa when it's raining and gloomy? Let me change the time. Just gonna make a fire inside of a establishment made of wood. No fire hazards here. How's the weather? It's cloudy. No. Give me clear weather. It actually snowed today, too. Well, it's now midnight. Exactly, right now it's midnight. I see sunshine. Alright, let's go find that last memory. Hold on, he said tonight.
Oh.
Blood moon? Yeah, this guy has a blood moon fetish. Tonight's moon. Tonight is the 26th moon. Wait, 26th day moon. Oh, so it's not tonight. He actually, yeah, he'll actually tell you if it will be a blood moon that night, because for some reason, somehow he knows. So you can always go to him if you ever want to know if it will be a blood moon or not. Alright, let's find this amazing last memory. I know it's next to a guardian. It's right around here somewhere. I think it was there, next to the guardian that tipped over. Was it? Where is it? Hold on. Let me double check. Memory... Where am I in relation? Oh, I think I... Yeah, I went way past it. It's actually somewhere down here. Yeah, here it is. I remember because there's would be bokoblins in the background. Alright, let's do this.
Link, save yourself. Go. I'll be fine. Don't worry about me. Run. Was that the power? Huh? No, no! Link, get up! You're going to be just fine. Sword. So he can still be saved?
Princess! Princess, are you all right?
Take Link to the Shrine of Resurrection. If you don't get him there immediately, we are going to lose him forever. Is that clear? So make haste and go. His life is now in your hands. Link. 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 You have recovered all of your memories of us from 100 years ago. I am here, inside Hyrule Castle. It It is now time for you to defeat Ganon.
Oh my god, the mic was up the whole time. But I was saying, I have no idea how much of that was heard. Oh jeez. Apparently nothing at all. I just checked. So I was saying, I love that memory. Alright, let me just stop and speak for a second. I love that memory. I love the little tune at the end. You know, the piano tune. Apparently it's called Zelda's Theme Interlude, which I didn't know until Age of Calamity. And I just love the way that little song sounds. And speaking of Age of Calamity, we now know that during that memory, Zelda's power activated Terrico, and Terrico went back in time to cause a branched timeline. You know what, since I'm just here wasting time, let me just cook up some food I don't need. And yes, the line Zelda said at the very end, "It is time for you to defeat Ganon," that is exactly what we're going to do. We are going to go and take down Ganon next. That's the next and final thing we're going to do. But we're going to do that next time. So that's why I chose to do the things in the order that I did. So I did Koroks, and then I did the DLC, and then I did this, the Final Memories. Yes, the Master Psycho Zero would have been helpful, doing the Koroks, but I chose story over, you know, convenience. That's the word. Because it would have been weird if I did the DLC, and then like 900 Koroks later, I did the memories. And it would have been especially weird if I did DLC first, and then I did the memories. Zelda says, "It's time for you to defeat Ganon." And then 900 Koroks later, it's like, now it's time to defeat Ganon. So at long last, we are done. And the sword too. Like, the little sound effect the sword made when it glowed, that's the exact same sound from Skyward Sword. It implies Fi is still in there. She's not in a sleep. She's not in an eternal sleep. She's still active in there. I like to believe that after over 10,000 years, you know, her, I guess, restriction of being in a permanent sleep is starting to wane, and she's beginning to wake up. That's what I like to believe, anyways. And that's why I was saying, I hope she appears in the sequel to this game. As of right now, we don't know yet, but, you know, in the future, when we've all played the sequel, we can all laugh at how wrong I am at this moment. But right now, before the sequel comes out, I hope she appears. It would be so incredible. She wakes up, she sees a different Link. She's like, "You're not my master, but you still are." And I don't know, she says a line like, "We did meet again in another life." That would be so beautiful, I would cry. So we are finally finished everything in this game, except beating the game. So next time, we will go and finally take on Calamity Ganon. I know it's been a very long time coming, but we are finally over with this game. This game is finally over, I should say. So yes, that's why I chose to do the memories very last, because of that one line of Zelda saying, "It is now time for you to defeat Calamity Ganon." And that's exactly it. That's exactly what we're going to do next. After everything we've done, it is time. You know what? I'll sell that off screen. But before we go, let me show that last memory.
Your master will come for you. Until then, you shall rest safely here. Although the slumber of restoration will most certainly deprive him of his memories, please trust me when I say that I know he will arrive before you yet again.
If I may be so bold, what is it that you are planning to do next, Princess?
The Master Sword. I heard it speak to me. It seems that my role is unfinished. There is still something I must do.
I sense there is great strength in your dedication.
Great Deku Tree, I ask of you, when he returns, can you please relay this message? Tell him
Now then, words intended for him would sound much better in the tones of your voice, don't you think?
Yes.
And there we go. That is all the memories in the game. So next time, we are going to take down Calamity Ganon. And you know what, before I go, this is possibly one of my last chances to mention this. So let me just say it. Well, not straight out say it, but the thing that I keep on hinting at what's wrong with me, I'll give you guys the best hint ever, but you know, without actually saying flat out what's wrong. There is red at the exit where stuff comes out. That's all I'll say. You can probably piece together what's wrong for me from time to time. Because a normal person should not have red there. That's all I'll say. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. And I will see you next time for probably the finale to Breath of the Wild, where we will take down Calamity Ganon. I'll see you then.